Okay, I'm Debbie Fingerhut. You can call me Professor Fingerhut. That's fine. This is part two of your Introduction to Urban Families and Resilience, CHDV 321. Um, I want to point out that announcements will be at the they're at the very top of the left-hand side of your screen. Um, I want you to click on announcements every Monday to see if there's any updates on the module that will be opened at noon on every Monday. And let's begin with a little bit about myself. This is actually the first time I've taught this course online. And Professor Morales Chicas was very kind to give me her lectures because of the time constraint um, of having just received this course shell. So this is a picture of me, and we're going to start off with a little bit about the course and some of the expectations and the things that you need to be aware of and know to prepare you for every Monday opening up the brand new module and completing the tasks and the discussions or videos or readings um, and activities by that Friday. Everything will be due on Friday. However, I do expect that you can carve out some time during the Monday through Friday to get everything in. I don't want you to have to work over the weekend. But I give you a grace period of 2 days to get all assignments in by Sunday, even though the deadline for assignments is on Friday. Some of you may have jobs or full lives outside of school, families, and so forth. And if the only time that you can actually compartmentalize some time to complete activities and assignments would be on the weekend, then so be it. That's the reason for the grace period. With that said, the assignments and tasks and activities for each week's module should take you, after listening to the lecture or the video, should take you probably 2 to 4 hours to help you carve out that amount of time to devote to this class. So let's kind of get into how this course is structured. My experience teaching comes from 25 years of teaching other courses here at Cal State LA. I teach the hospitalized child course, CHDV 426. I also teach the fieldwork component, which is HHS 495. I teach the CHDV 4460 therapeutic play and medical play therapy course. And I've taught this course, CHDV 321, but in a face-to-face or synchronous course format. So this will be the first time I'm teaching online. And so this course has been packed full of lots of information so that you can be very self-sufficient and self-guided through each module. We will come together for 16 weeks but independently, so that you can learn all you can from each module and according to the expectations. So let's kind of get into the expectations. I'm not sure if these icons are working as yet because the course has not been published until the 20th of or the first day of class. So let me go to modules. First off, this is the welcome, and it's what you just saw pretty much in that welcome video. Secondly, this is the course. This is how the course is structured. These are the resources for you as a student. How do you create or update content for accessibility? And here are the links for that. How do you find instructional materials in the library? And there are a variety of links here for instructional videos if you need different types of materials. If you prefer to have the ebook that many of the chapter readings or readings come from, then the ebook links are here. And if you need, these are the Ally, this is the Ally website, and different resources and tools for maximum learning on Canvas. Canvas is new to some of you if you've been transfer students and you come from a different academic platform. I know, for instance, some campuses use a very personal platform. For instance, Cal State Long Beach uses Beachboard, and so on. Here are some accessibility resources for students with disabilities. If you have a student disability or an academic disability, then please do register with the with OSD, the Office of Students with Disabilities, for your accommodations. And then I would get that email and approve of or acknowledge your accommodations. So to get started for week 1, here is the welcome. I want you to read that welcome piece to explain how the course is designed. With each module that you open on Monday and complete by Friday, then you will be able to move on the following Monday to the new module. You want to carefully read all of the assigned reading materials for each module, and then this will help you to advance your knowledge, perceptions, reflections on the topics of issue that we are covering in that week. The lectures have been pre-recorded, not all of them, so I'm going week by week. Course materials are designed to help students demonstrate your knowledge that's acquired from each module content. And there will be a couple of quizzes that help you demonstrate your learning, whether it's a quiz on the syllabus or a quiz on APA style or other kinds of things. They're just little mini quizzes that help you collect a few points here and there to then accumulate for your total grade. My hope is that through this class that it will broaden your understanding of urban families and engage in thoughtful and respectful dialogue, reflection, and critical analysis. While enriching dialogue and reflection is encouraged, personal attacks, derogatory language, and disrespectful behavior towards someone's identity or group will not be tolerated. Engagement in this course requires an open mind and willingness to listen and to learn from others. So, and that is part of my philosophy in teaching, that I use a constructivist approach where we all learn from each other, and the experiences that we bring to class, my experiences are going to be different from each and every one of your experiences, and So the content that I bring is mainly evidence-based practice from the readings and literature and research um, and so it's not terribly personal, it's more academic. And as your instructor, that's what you should expect. Course communication, make sure that you check Canvas regularly. All course information will be uploaded here. I'll go over the syllabus in the introductory module, this one, and we'll cover the course grading and policies, expectations, topics, and schedules, and so forth. And so after I present this information, please reread over the syllabus so that you really do understand and assimilate that information. And you can take a peek at the course calendar so that you can see where things are assigned and course deadlines or assignment deadlines. As I mentioned, there will be a quiz on the syllabus at the end of Module 1. Also in Module 1, I would love for you to post a picture of yourself on the Canvas profile. That helps me get to know each and every one of you and to associate a name with a face or a cartoon character, whatever you choose to upload, as long as it's respectful. And when communicating with me, your instructor, or your peers, please be kind, respectful, and use language that supports each other and each other's perceptions. There is no course textbook assigned. I wanted to save you some money, and so most of all of the readings are embedded. There will be some articles that are also uploaded. Make sure you complete the readings before you start the pre-recorded lecture of each module. This will help you to really understand and feel more grounded in the lecture content. Technology expectations are many for this course. It's very embedded as an online course and completely online with lots of technology requirements. There are some resources here for students if you need to contact the help desk for information on how to open a file or what have you. Then here are some steps from the help desk and information. Modules are here. This is week 1, and we're right now covering that message, the recorded message. Here is my contact information. Office hours are by email, please make an appointment, or simply email me if we can tackle something through email. Or if we need to Zoom, here is my Zoom information to get in touch with me. But do try both of these emails. My preferred email is dfingerhut@memorialcare.org, as I spend a good number of hours here on the hospital campus. Okay. You've already seen the instructor introduction part 1, and that'll be what I look like. And then the second welcome video is this particular one. So what is this course about? Here are the learning objectives for this course. I hope you are as excited as I am to explore some of the complex and dynamic interactions between culturally diverse families and institutions in urban settings. In this course, we will navigate, we will investigate how families navigate the challenges posed by living in urban areas with what cultural assets and strengths urban families and communities bring, and how families maintain resiliency during adversity. Our goal is to also gain a deeper understanding of the role that diversity plays in shaping family experiences in urban contexts. So the knowledge and skills that you gain in this course hopefully are incredibly valuable to you, whatever career path you pursue, whether it's in child and family professions or in other fields. It'll help you advance your critical thinking skills by identifying how families and urban institutions coexist, function, and demonstrate resilience to multiple stressors. And you'll also practice oral and written communication skills in various class projects aimed at identifying and understanding the cultural and institutional factors that impact families and urban developments. And finally, you'll gain the ability to develop and implement skills while making connections between theory, research, and practice when studying urban families and resilience. So the formal course description is here. This course will examine the role of diversity and dynamic interactions between culturally diverse families and other institutions in urban environments, processes of resolving tensions between urban demands and family resilience. Okay. There are some prerequisites here to this course that you've evidently have completed, otherwise you would not have been able to enroll in this course. Other course goals, we will introduce some contemporary issues in urban families from the perspective of cultural diversity. An introduction to the prevailing paradigm of family as a social institution that is defined by society or societal subgroups and represents social construction. Other goals would be opportunities to engage in oral expression, self-reflection, and evaluation using critical thinking about the diversity of contemporary families residing in urban environments. And then finally, the actively ability to search and retrieve current literature and news using university library technology on urban families that will contribute to your end of semester urban family project. Okay. So these are the learning objectives. I'm not going to go over them individually, but collectively, I'm hoping that you will read all of these outcomes. These outcomes are very important, and they are the outcomes that are embedded in all of the assignments throughout the 16 weeks that we are together and the 14 and 15 modules that have been designed to accomplish all of those academic and learning outcomes. All right, so moving on from module to module, you can just click the next button here. And this is the next topic, reading the course grading breakdown and grading policy. Every week, you will collect points on all of the assignments and activities that are embedded in the module. I do want you to expect about a 2 to 2.5 week, which is equal to about 14 to 18 business days of turnaround time for large graded assignments. And then just a few point assignments. Please expect a week to a week and a half week turnaround, or 7 to 10 business days, Monday through Fridays, for all other assignments. If you have an issue with any of the graded assignments, please do contact me via email within 24 hours. And I'll be happy to look at the grading of that assignment, and then maybe we can come to an agreement about what you expected and what you earned and so forth. So as an example of the grading rubric, if there are 20 points or 25 points possible in an assignment and you earned 20 points, the percentage conversion is 20 over 25, which equals 0.8, and it is worth 10% of your grade. And then because you earned 20 of those 25 points, you earned 8 points out of 10. So that's how you can kind of keep track of all of your points throughout the semester, or you can look at the grade. Hopefully this will be public. I think you will be able to look at all of your individual grades without having to look at other student grades. Okay. So class activities, there will be various activities to supplement the readings and the lectures and the discussion topics that are covered in each module. Each activity is only worth a few points, but they will in total will add up to 25% of your grade. Some of the activities may include a reflection, a survey assessment, a forum discussion post, or a short quiz, or other work. And to receive credit for these activities, you'll need to complete the assignment fully and upload it for grading on Canvas. Instructions for each activity will be posted on Canvas. Active participation in class will take many forms, such as online polling, Canvas surveys, in other words, large group discussions, think, pair, share activities, mini quizzes, and on and on. Many of these activities will be graded for completeness, but the specifics of each graded activity will be explained on Canvas. And active participation in this online course also entails contributing and participating in all facets of class activities and discussions, exercising active listening, and engaging in critical reflection of course content, asking thoughtful and probing questions, working collaboratively with classroom colleagues, and exercising tact and respect during the discussion. In one of the first modules, there will be the video assignment. It's a documentary called Two American Families, which will be found on Canvas. The purpose of this assignment is to use this film as a case study to allow you to better learn and apply new material. There will be an assignment that goes along with Two American Families. And so I want you to also take notes, and it will be worth 10% of your grade. It's like a reflection or critical analysis on this documentary. So do take notes when you view the video. The midterm grade or exam will account for 20% of your grade. There will be between 50 and 60 questions on the midterm exam. It is cumulative from week 1 to week 8, and week 9 will be your midterm exam. So it will not, and then the final exam will not be cumulative, but it will only count for weeks 10 through 16, okay? The culmination of all of your learning and knowledge and course content kind of turns into fruition through a neighborhood urban community assessment project. And you will be able to work on components of this throughout the semester, and then turn in each of those components for the total weight of that assignment. It is worth 25% of your grade. Starting as early as week 8 until the last week of class, you will begin turning in parts of that overall project. It used to be a orally presented group presentation, but a class of this size makes it a little bit daunting and too complex to have all 124 of you present. We would probably have to start oral presentations after the midterm, and there would be no class lectures then. And I'm sure that'd be great for you, but not so great in course content. So what you will do in this project, in part one of this assignment, you'll use various research tools and immerse yourself in a local urban community in order to identify challenges, resources, and strengths within the neighborhood. Research tools will include collecting census data, surveys from local residents, and other information sources such as crime statistics about the city, educational backgrounds of the city residents, and you'll work on collecting this data on your own and submitting it across several weeks throughout the semester. And then part two is using this data collected. You'll then identify an important issue that you want to focus on that affects the neighborhood. For this assignment, it'll take the form of an issue, maybe for instance, homelessness or a lack of jobs or affordable housing, something to that effect. And then you will write an advocacy letter to one of the neighborhood officials from that neighborhood that you've selected. And then you will add some of your findings from your neighborhood urban community assessment project. And you will actually submit that letter to the neighborhood official. These advocacy letters are also a call for action and an intent to build awareness about a social issue. And that's an important component of this course. This letter is about a page long. It will be addressed and mailed to the official that city representative from your urban city that you chose. And this assignment will also allow you to practice writing a professional letter, finding your voice, sharing it, and ensuring that it is heard, and ultimately exercise civic engagement. Many of these letters that are mailed to city representatives or officials earn a reply. I'm sure city officials receive many letters, hundreds of letters, but you will find that they will take the time to actually appreciate your voice and your civic engagement, and they will write back. Some of the issues may be on policies within the city. An issue, again, like I mentioned, homelessness or affordable housing or a need for jobs, mental health issues, a prison industrial complex, educational funding, immigration, housing, women's rights, healthcare, childcare, and other topics that will be covered in this class. You have the option of working on this advocacy letter alone or with a partner. So as you move along in the course of the 16 weeks and you find classmates or peers, colleagues that you enjoy working with, then maybe you want to partner up and write that letter together. The final exam is about 65 to 75 questions. There are multiple choice, some short answer, and true false. And this will make up 20% of your grade. And again, it is not cumulative over the entire course. It is just from week 10 to 16. And then there are specific grading rubrics and instructions on how to complete all of the assignments on each of the Canvas modules. That again will be open on each week. A new module will open on Monday. Some assignments will receive summary feedback, and others will just receive the point totals. Some items are mini quizzes, and these will create auto-generated grading. And additional feedback, if it's needed, then I'll provide that. Or if you want to shoot me an email, please do so. The grading for this course is as follows. It's based on percentages. Again, if you're keeping the percentage log on your graded points and the percentages, 94% of the course content equals an A or superior attainment of those course objectives. 90% is an A minus, 90 to 92%, and on down the line. Okay. So how to assess the class readings? They will be embedded in the Canvas shell. By using the Canvas platform, it is convenient for instructors to embed the readings in the Canvas shell. But if you prefer to download the VPN, you can do so through the library, and the instructions for doing so are listed here. Do read the course syllabus and watch the syllabus video, please. It will be, let's see, it will be listed here. It'll be updated, and that overview will be listed here as well. And then here's an example of the syllabus quiz. All right, it'll be due on Friday, January 24th, and it's just a few questions, but and it's worth a couple of points. And some of these assignments or quizzes, because they're only worth a couple of points, push comes to shove, and you need to miss a few of these points, just know that it may not affect your grade overall, because the quizzes may only represent a certain number of percentage points. The assignments may only represent a certain number of percentage points. So you're going to have to pick and choose if you have a heavy course load and you run out of time and are going to miss an assignment. However, I think, as I mentioned before, if you need to use those grace period, those 2-day grace period days, then turn in the assignment by Sunday. It will receive a 5% 5% off the graded points if it's turned in on a Monday, and 10% of the graded points if it's turned in after that Monday and onward. So do try to stay on top of all of the assignments and stay up with all of the modules. So to complete the class introduction activity, I want you to answer these questions 1 through 8, and also download a picture or upload a picture of yourself so that I know I can put a face to a name, okay? And you can click here on the tutorial on how to reply to the discussion forum. You want to create your learning goals. This again is due on Friday of this week. As the previous assignment, the answering these 8 introductory questions and uploading a picture. Okay, that's due here on Friday the 24th. create some learning goals for yourself, 3 goals for each of you. Um, and then upload that to the text box entry. Okay. And then post a picture of yourself on Canvas. Again, as I explained, and then here's a summary of module 1, and I will try to provide a summary for each of those modules so that you can kind of click, make sure that you're check marking everything that by that Friday. Okay. Again, the class attendance or to look at all of the activities embedded in the module, the readings, the video, perhaps the video, an article, a discussion, an activity, may take 1 to 2 hours, maybe 2 hours, and then the extra time to complete all of those activities may take 2 to 4 hours. So typically it's going to be 2 to 4 hours per class. Okay. If you need technical support or any learning support, library resources, student advising services, the Dean of Students Office, all of these uh, uh, all of these connections are right here as resources. Sorry, my voice is starting to get a little scratchy. I apologize. Student health services, students with disabilities, or if you need accommodations, all of those resources are listed here with a link. Additional library resources that you will want to use when you start gathering research and information for your urban community assessment project. Some of those links are listed here. And these are links to privacy and accessibility statements. And then it brings us to module 2. Okay, so that's kind of where I'm going to stop and wish you the best of everything. And I will be here for you. And please reach out if you need any help at all.